Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? If you guys can hear me, just put a quick thumbs up and let's get this stream on the go. I'm gonna play some music in the background, get the vibe ready. Today is the first of the month, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see what the markets have to offer. Okay, we got the music in the back. Quick thumbs up if you can hear us, yeah? We got Mike in the house. What are you telling me, bro? We got Adam in the house. What are you telling me? You guys can hear me loud and clear. The vibe is set. Let's do this. One more time for good luck. Let's go. All clear. Let's go. Let's go. The markets are going to open in about 40 minutes. And just know what's been happening in Dubai with Iran and all that stuff. Keep a close eye on oil. Keep a close eye on gold. This is going to be mad. Today we're going to break down three pairs. We're going to take a look at XAUUSD, EURUSD, and our favorite, GBPJPY. Who's ready for this? Because I'm ready. Let's go. So, gold. We're going to clear everything from the charts and start from fresh, guys. We're going to clear everything from the charts and literally start from fresh. Because what we don't want to happen is us analyze the market the wrong way. The market opens, we enter trade, and we lose straight away. That's not going to be good. That's going to be very, very sad. And if it's sad, it's not good. When you're sad, that happens when you're sad. Okay, so boom, let's get into it. As you can see, we're looking at gold here on the highest time frame of all, which is the monthly time frame, guys. Literally from the 1971 all the way down here. I'm even going to mark it all the way down here. A lot of people watching this weren't even born. Think about that. A lot of people watching this when the markets were here, you weren't even alive. Probably your parents, when your parents were like babies, parents were kids in 1970. It's now 2026. Look where we are now. So imagine being born in 2026 and then looking at the market 50 years later. The market's probably going to be at 11,000. What you want to do is enter early. Get those buys in, guys. I'm not even joking. Get those buys in. Yeah. So let's get into it. Time it is going to the door, and that's us walking. Let's do this analysis, guys. So as you guys already know, there's been a madness happening in the world right now. So this is definitely going to affect gold, it's going to affect oil. And yeah, you just want to make sure you analyze the markets correctly. So as you can see, this is what we're looking at here on the time frame, yeah. So January, what should I say? Yeah, January candle was a nice big bullish candle, as you can see. We had a big rejection. But in February, as you can see, price retraced a little bit. It filled in that fair value. This kind of tells us that we should be somewhat bullish towards the upside. Okay, so while we're here, we're just going to mark out two simple areas in the market. We're going to make this as simple as possible. The first area is all the way up here, which is the most obvious area because that's where the liquidity is high. And the second area is literally down below, over here. And that's what the bearish liquidity is. You guys with me? So what we're doing right now is a proper analysis. We're going to take it from the monthly all the way down to 10 to 15-minute time frame. So if everything is clear for the monthly time frame, give me a thumbs up. Let's go into the day. Let's go into the week. Just one thumbs up. Continue. But right now, the monthly, it's not looking clear. There's no picture being painted. But don't worry, we're going to do our thing. We're going to work out magic. And thumbs up. Let's go. So now we're going to jump into the weekly time frame. Look at that on the weekly time frame. As you can see, price has literally been making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Breaking out of certain areas, as you can see. Pushing up, came back down. Pushed up, came back down. It pushed up, came back to retest to continue to push towards the upside. Let me reduce the volume a little bit. Because this is audio. You guys are gonna have to work with me here. So as you can see, the monthly time frame told us we're bullish, and the weekly time frame is telling us the same thing. So on the weekly time frame, I'm just going to mark out two more areas where liquidity is most likely going to. We have this area down here, boom, and if price becomes a little bit bearish, we have this area at the top of this wick and bottom. That's exactly what's happening right now. We're not trying to complicate things. We're just keeping things very, very simple. Okay? Keeping things simple, guys. Simple, simple, simple. Okay, let's continue. Thumbs up if you're with me right now. This is when things get interesting. The monthly has been checked. The weekly has been checked. So now we need to dive in to daily time frame. Thumbs up for the daily if you guys are ready for this. Because the clock is ticking. It's 9:30. The markets are going to open very, very soon. We need to make sure that we are ready, that the ammo is locked. We're going to empty out the clip when the market's open. It's the best time to do platform challenges, guys. I'm not even going to lie. The last month, if you were to do a platform challenge, if you just close your eyes and press buy on gold, you definitely pass phase 1 and phase 2 and potentially have gotten a nice cheap payout. That's what we're doing this for. We're trying to get payouts there. Thumbs up, let's go. Now let's go into the daily time frame. The daily time frame is telling us a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful story. As you can see, we already had marked out this area from the weekly time frame. So it looks like this has been checked off. We don't have to worry about that. So currently speaking, right about now, we have something like this. Boom. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Price did not come back to this area to make a new higher low. Instead, it retested this area. And now we've made a new higher high. So what do I think is going to happen next? I think price will potentially correct, continue to correct to the upside. That's what I think is going to happen next, guys. While it's correcting to the upside, we can find potential entries. Okay? So, since we already marked out that first piece of liquidity from the weekly to the daily to the monthly, I see another area just hiding underneath this big bullish engulfing. So now we have what you call a fair value gap. The fair value gap is when you see a big bullish engulfing candle and the next candle hasn't yet quite come back to retest it. The price to continue to push towards the upside. Okay. So obviously we have this high wick area at the top. It matters right now, but it doesn't matter too tough. Okay. So we're just gonna remove this for now and just literally put something like this. So we're just gonna call this area A. In fact, we'll call this area an A with a dot. We'll call that the A dot area. Yeah, we're gonna call this the A dot area. If you know, you know. And down here, we're gonna call this the B area, the B zone. Actually, we'll pick this area down here. We're gonna call this the B area. No dots there, just B. So guys, I'm looking at the charts. We're gonna get rid of this. We don't need it anymore. And we're gonna get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. So I also draw two arrows. One pointing to the A dot area and one pointing to the B area. Where do you think price is going to go to next? A or to B? Are you going to full port buy for gold? I'm full porting everything, brother. Everything is being full ported. My account full port. That fails, go into the savings account full port. After savings, sell your house. After you sell your house, sell your car. Full port. And after that, just sell your soul. Yeah, sell your soul. Don't do it. I'm joking. So yeah, guys. So we're going to the A dot area. That's where price is most likely going. This is a game of probability. Don't forget, trading is all about probability. Is price going to go to A or B? It's clearly been bullish since 1970. So let's trade with the trend. So when people say the trend is your friend, this is the definition of that, guys. The trend is your friend. Okay? Bombs away. The trend is your friend. Because if you're trading against the trend, you enter a trade, it hits your stop loss, and now you are sad. Continue, right? So on the daily time frame, we have officially made a new higher high. This now gives us permission to dive into the 4-hour time frame. So we have one of two scenarios here, guys. Yeah. If we are on the right side being bullish, okay, we have price doing this, come back to retest and shoot towards the upside. This is scenario A. And we have our second scenario where price does this, it comes back, and then it shoots up. So these are the two things to expect from gold this week. Take a screenshot and come back to me at the end of the week. If this does not happen, I don't know what to say. If this happens, you can call me Houdini. Benny Sarami says, I'm going to be full porting on a new funded account. Any tips? The tip is, if I was to give you a tip, the tip is don't full port. That is a silly move, bro. That's a stupid move. Not even a silly move, it's a stupid move. You don't want to be full porting. Imagine you get a 200k account that costs, let's just say 1,000. Full port, you lose. Now you're down 1,000. That's what we call FOMO. You're just trading based off hype. You don't want to do that. You want to be technical. You want to assess the markets, dissect the markets like what we're doing right now. Be ready. And if you're ready, maybe you can go down the option of full porting. But if you're not ready, do not, I repeat, do not full port your account. I do not suggest it. So, guys, these are our two options for the week. We have option A and option B. Okay? So I'm going to put in option A dot. This is option A. And then we have option B. Boom. Based off what you're seeing on the screen now, guys, yeah, you can delete a few things. Don't forget, we're trying to be as simple as possible. Trading is supposed to be simple. We're not trying to make it hard. This upcoming week, Do you think we're going to get option A, boom, 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 or option B, boom, 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 boom? Let's not forget that we have a lot of news, guys. We have ISM manufacturing on Monday. Then we have news on Wednesday, ISM services. Thursday, we have unemployment claims. On Friday, we have the Big Bang. You guys know what the Big Bang is. Whew. NFP. So you got to be ready. If you're not ready, don't trade. So Tony Gold thinks we're gonna get the B set up. Does anybody think we're gonna get the A set up? And don't forget, we're on the daily time frame right now, guys. We have not even jumped into the 4-hour time frame at all. So the story might be a little bit different on the lower time frame. But once you understand what the higher time frame is saying, you have a better chance of entering trades and being on the right side of the market. And currently the market is bullish. A lot of people have different agendas on what's going to happen with gold. People think because of this whole bombing in Dubai and the leader of the Iran guy getting killed, it might sell. Some people think it might buy. And that's 50-50. And if you're getting a 50-50 bias, more than likely what's going to happen is something like this. You're going to get a wake up, you're going to wick down. And that's called indecision, where people don't know what the hell is going on. But we do. We're not trying to trade with the hype here, guys. Okay, it looks like A has all the votes. So since we're going to go with the A bias, let that be the filter for what we're about to break down right now. So let's forget about the B bias and let's focus on the A bias. Okay, so I'm going to quickly mark out this area right here. Potentially, I think price might drop and then shoot towards the upside if we're going with the A bias. So now, let's jump into the 4-hour time frame. As you guys know, we've looked at the monthly, we've looked at the weekly, we've looked at the daily. Now we're jumping into the 4-hour time frame. This is what you call top-down analysis. So this is what we have in the 4-hour time frame. It's making so much sense. But on the 4-hour time frame, we're looking for areas of liquidity. Where is price going? Before it gets to this A area, I think price will most likely come to this. As you can see, we have a wick right here. Boom. On top of that wick, we have a beautiful supply zone. Now you see we're getting technical, guys. Without the higher time frame, we wouldn't be able to have this type of bias. Now things are getting very, very, very technical. Look what we have next. We've got a trend line. And you guys know the rule about trend lines. You need to have at least 2 touches for a trend line to be valid. Okay? So right about now, we have 1 touch down here. We've got a 2nd touch, and we've got a little bit of a 3rd touch. Okay? If I just duplicate this, now we can see we're in a bullish channel. Price is pushing towards the upside. So now we can start to zoom in a little bit. The beautiful thing about trading, guys, is you can be the artist. A lot of people might have a complete opposite of what I'm looking at. But right now, I am the artist. This is my canvas. Okay, so that's what we're looking at right now on the 4-hour time frame. So ideally, we would expect price to drop down towards down here and come back up, fill in this liquidity and shoot towards the upside and grab liquidity up here. We're just going to get rid of the supply zone just for a brief moment so we can get the full scope. As you can see, we have one touch, we have a second touch. Hopefully we can get a third touch somewhere up here. It is looking beautiful. This is looking amazing. So now I can kind of adjust this area to fit my bias. So we all know about supply and demand zones, support and resistance, break and retest. It's the same font, it's the same writing but different font. We're all speaking the same language here, if you really think about it. As you can see, we had a major zone of resistance. Resistance, 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 resistance. We finally broke out of that resistance on Friday at 3 p.m. That's because on Friday we had news. Last week Friday we had news. The news actually came out negative, or positive for US dollar, but for some strange reason, CPI, so core PPI, decided to just do the opposite and make price shoot towards the upside, which is totally fine. Totally fine. But now we have this. Are you guys with me? Let me know if you're with me. If you got any questions, drop them in the chat. But don't forget, we're going to break down EURUSD. And we're also going to take a quick look at GBPJPY. But we all need to be on the same page right now. Let's go. So boom. Let's jump into the 1-hour time frame and see what the 1-hour time frame is telling us. Look at this on the 1-hour time frame. Price action just looks amazing. We're just, pushing, pushing, pushing. Price is doing wonders right now. It is doing absolute wonders. So on the 1-hour time frame, as you can see, we also have a minor area right here. Now, this is when things can tend to get a little bit sticky. And I'll tell you why. Because on the 1-hour time frame, some people might have a setup like this, where price comes back to retest and shoots towards the upside. However, they are completely missing the point. What would usually happen in a scenario like this? 9 times out of 10, let's just say you wanted to re-enter somewhere here, you put your stop loss just below these wicks, and you have a nice bonus support. Usually what happens next, guys, is a very, very sad story. What usually happens next is people, they get an entry and it hits stop loss straight away, and it comes back to the ideal zone, and then it shoots towards the upside. How many times has this happened to you? Too many times. But this happened to me too. So what you want to do, guys, is wait for the higher time frame zones to be hit first before you dive in for the lower time frame zones. So yes, this is beautiful to look at. However, the higher time frame tells a better story. And that story is basically saying wait for price to come back to do a proper retest, and from that zone, we're good. And at least now, let's just say we have an entry model somewhere down here, stop loss levels either below this wick here, or if you want, below these wicks here. We already know where our targets are. We already marked them out from the higher time frame. And as you can see, we have our A dot zone over here for a nice 1:3, and we have the other upper zone up here for a nice 1:5. And that's what we call playing it safe. That's with the stop loss down here. But if you want to have a tighter stop loss just below these wicks down here, you can bag in a total of 1:12. And we all know how gold is, guys. If you enter this with a nice lot size, 1:12, oh, you can retire for the rest of the year. Trust me. That's that. So let's just quickly zoom into this area where we have our A area to see, is there anything specific waiting for us? We can see this big bearish engulfing candle, guys. Price never came back. It never came back to fully fill it in. So this is what you call a supply zone. Life is all about supply and demand. If someone is buying, somebody else is selling. I'm not buying what you're selling, but you can buy what I'm selling. This is a 1:10. Even if price doesn't come back to retest and it keeps shooting up, at least we know where it's going. And it's up to us as traders to try and catch the move that we're clearly bullish. Literally. So let's go into the 15-minute time frame. We can skip the 30. The 30 is probably going to tell us the same thing as the 1 hour. Let's go straight into the 15. The 15-minute time frame. Oh, look at how clear this zone is down here. There's just liquidity literally waiting to be grabbed down here. Your entry should be down here. And obviously, guys, it also depends on the session that you're trading and when this happens. Stop loss is just below this area. And our take profits up here at the supply zone we just found. And that is already a 1:11. We don't want to shoot for the moon though. Sometimes you just want to get a quick 1:2. In and you're out. That's what you want. You don't want to be shooting too high up. Trust me, it's not going to work. So right now, this is an entry. It's not an entry type of model, but it's a sign. Whenever you see price impulsing and it's doing this, just know eventually, maybe when the market's open, it's just going to sell to our buy zone and buy all the way to our end dot area. So the key right now, guys, is literally patience. Patience pays. And there's a quote. The quote goes something like this in terms of trading, yeah? The market takes the money from the impatient and gives it to the patient. So if you want to wait and be on the winning team, just set an alert at 5189464. I repeat, set an alert at 5189464. 464. Once price reaches there, thank me later. Even if you want, you can even increase the stop loss. This is still a 1:3. It's still healthy. And that's that on the 15-minute time frame. So now let's jump one up. Let's go to the 1 hour. This is what we're expecting to see on the 1 hour time frame, even if we just target the trend line. Stop loss, as you can see, we have this. I can even just adjust it just a tiny bit. So 1:3. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame, beautiful. Fair value gap, break above, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And if you're in this trade and it's pushing all the way to the upside, it can even go higher and create new all-time highs. And don't forget, guys, what I just broke down was our A setup. I repeat, that was the A setup. Don't forget, we also had a B setup. If that fails, always have a backup plan. But my plan B is my plan A, if that makes sense. Don't have a plan B. Your plan B should be plan A. Feel me? So that's gold, guys. I'm just going to clean the chart up a little bit. So if you guys want, take a screenshot. At the end of the week, come back to me. Come back to me and let me know how this went. I'm even going to take a screenshot of this too. I'm going to take a screenshot of this myself. So we have our A plus, we have our A setup, and then we have our B setup, like this. That's if we're bullish now. Don't forget, guys, we're just basing this off the fact that we have a bullish bias. Always remain neutral. Always remain neutral. So, tell me, is this clear on what's going to happen with gold? Because the markets are going to open very, very soon. It's nearly 10 o'clock. So after this, we're going to take a quick look at GBPJPY. We're going to take a look at GBPJPY, gold. And if you guys want, we can break down other pairs too. It's not just gold and EURUSD and GBPJPY. If there's anything on your mind, talk to us. Because this is the FundingRock community. And don't forget, like I said in the other stream, guys, yeah? If you have a FundingRock account, go to the dashboard and join the Discord. The Discord has got a good community. One thing about trading, guys, you can do it solo, but sometimes you just need a couple of people that trade as well. You get me? So we can't give gold all the attention, guys. Really and truly, we cannot give gold all the attention. That's all we can do. We can break it down. The markets aren't moving. We can analyze this to its tiniest, minuscule detail. But the markets aren't moving right now. We found our supply zone at the top. We found a potential entry, and that's that. The markets can open right now, and price can just go boom straight to the A zone, and there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do about that. The great thing is, we've got so much in store this week. Look at the calendar, guys. So much in store. And if you're on the right side of the market, and if you understand how to actually trade the news and what each news event means and what it does and how it reacts, this week, it's a good week inside the market. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. It is a good week in the market. One thing about prop firms, guys, if you are trading prop firm accounts, always get your account the first week of each new month. You're starting fresh. You've got fresh news events. You've got unemployment claims. You've got NFP. You've got ISM services. If you trade these news events correctly and understand the market conditions, you will pass. Then in your second week, you pass your phase 2. Then in your third week, you take a couple of trades in your live account, get your refund back from the money that you paid on top of the payout. That is the formula. That is the formula on how to get payouts consistently. Once you get your money back, just trade normally. But when you are trading prop firm accounts, sometimes you have to go a little aggressive, just a little bit. Instead of risking 1%, maybe risk 2%. I'm not giving you guys financial advice though. This is what I would do if I were you and you want to get that payout. That's what I would do. I think someone's at the door. Someone's at the door. And that is GBPJPY. GBPJPY is knocking right now. And we are going to answer. Let's go. So first things first, let's go to an empty GBPJPY chart. We want a nice clean one. I think I have vandalized every GBPJPY chart. I'm not even joking, guys. I've actually vandalized every chart. As you can see, bookmark, bookmark, bookmark. I can open this. We have some crazy stuff. I can't reveal too much going on. We got the next one. Crazy stuff going on. We've got the next one. Crazy stuff going on. You can't just have one chart sometimes. You need to have multiple. Literally, you need to have multiple. But this one looks clean. Clean as a whistle. Literally so fresh, so clean. Again, top-down analysis, guys. Go from the higher time frame and work your way down. This is a story GJ is telling us. Overall, ever since, let's just say, 1990, some of us could have been born at this time. It just shot down. Boom. Came back up. Boom. Shot back down. Boom. Boom. Now we're here. Okay? That's the story that is telling on the monthly time frame. If we are bullish, guys, you need to pick an obvious target inside of the market on where you can personally go to if we are bullish. Right now, I can already see where it's going if we remain bullish. We're going all the way up here. And this, my people, is a 3,000 pip move from where we are right now. I repeat, this is 3,000 pips. Oh my God. 3,000 pips. Imagine catching 3,000 pips. You can. You actually can. But as you can see right now, guys, we're at a critical area. Before we even get to that 3,000, you can clearly see we are at a critical area right now. We are retesting a zone from 2008. So you tell me, does this zone hold significant value? Yes or no? I mean, it is from 2008. A lot of things happened in 2008, guys, by the way. Critical zone. Critical zone. So don't be surprised. We're clearly bullish though. Don't be surprised if now all of a sudden GJ turns slightly bearish and then it goes bullish and then it retraces and then finally we can catch those 3,000 pips. Don't be surprised. This is what's happening right now. Or price might break above and then give us a retest. But that all depends on what the fundamentals are saying this week. Are you guys with me? Are you guys following what I'm saying? As you can see, there's been some wick rejections here, guys. There's been some wick rejections. This is the monthly time frame. So 1, 2, 3 months, prices failed to break above this area. Pay attention to the details, guys. The devil is in the details. If you're not paying attention, please pay attention now. Let's go into the weekly time frame. Oh, look what we have here on the weekly time frame. We have a big bearish engulfing candle, which means there's most likely a supply zone waiting to be tapped. And look, it got tapped. Let's go into the daily time frame. As you can see on the daily time frame, this supply zone was hit beautifully. So momentarily, price can actually be bearish. Momentarily. You might ask yourself, bearish to what point? Don't forget, there's things like Fibonacci's. Fibonacci exists for a reason. Price might then come to this area. And we're going to call this area TP1, or take profit 1. So from this point, we should be looking for bearish opportunities. Let's go into the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, it looks like price is now moving. The markets have opened. They have opened. GU sold off. GU has sold off. We have reports that GU has sold off. So let's take a quick look at GBPUSD and see what it's saying. 4-hour time frame. Nothing there. GU sold off right now, or GU is just sold off from the upper time frame. Either way, GU has been selling anyway, so you're right. Let's take a look at XAUUSD, guys. Let's see what it's doing. I think gold might actually open up an hour later. But back to GBPJPY, guys. That's what we're here for. So look at this. We have a huge gap. Where did price sell off to on this gap? To this demand zone. So don't be surprised if you see price shoot up, close that gap, and then sell to our TP1 if we are bearish. And if this happens, this is a 500 pip move. 500 pips, guys. I need to take off my glasses because I can't believe what I'm seeing. 500 pips. God damn. Why short in gold? We're not short in gold, brother. Or if you have a bearish mindset on gold, let me know your thoughts. Why would you short gold? Like what? Why? Why are you short on gold? Can you not see what we have? But then again, actually, you're right as well. No one is right, nobody's wrong. If I'm expecting gold to buy from here, it means it has to sell, right? I lie. I lie. Yeah, it means gold has to sell, right? Interesting week upcoming, guys. Literally interesting week. So we have that. We have this. I'm gonna give you one more thing here. Investing.com, guys. Yeah. Investing.com. This is another thing that can help you out. Just take a look at this website and it can give you some news articles on what's happening. So let's take a look at XAUUSD. I'm gonna hit the news and analysis. What's the news saying on gold, guys? As you can see, we've got a lot of articles here. This can give you an idea on what's going to happen. Last updated 3 hours ago. Safe haven Japanese yen and Swiss franc gain after weekend Iranian strikes. So, if the Japanese yen is gaining, theoretically, does it not make sense why GJ just sold? It makes some sort of sense, right? But anyways, as you can see, all these news articles, so the Middle East tensions rise as Iran promises retaliation. That means now we're at war. If we're at war, gold is in between. It's in between. mm, You know, yeah. So many articles here, guys. This website can help you, literally. It can help you with the markets. It can help you understand news events and all that stuff. As you can see, stock falls literally every day. There is some sort of update. So if you go to the technical analysis, this can break down things a little bit better for you. As you can see, we have a monthly bias, a weekly bias, a daily bias, 5 hours, 4 hourly, and this. But you need to understand it first. You can't just jump in because it's green and it says buy. You need to break it down, understand what's happening. It's a strong buy. This is my radar. Boom, boom is telling me let's go. Let's go buy. Take it to the top side. You know, the moving averages, the pivot points. If I put all these pivot points on the markets, you'll definitely see we've got support 1, 2, 3. We have resistance 1, 2, 3. So when price goes to these areas inside the markets, you can potentially find entry points. So from a technical perspective, or from a technical analysis perspective, is gold bullish or bearish? Based on moving averages and other technical indicators, the daily buy sell signals for gold is a strong buy. And what did we have on gold, guys? We are literally anticipating that gold takes it to the top. Well, this is daily. This changes on a day-to-day basis, though. Okay, just remember that. You don't want to just be doing things blindly. You enter a trade, and when you enter a trade, you lose, and when you lose, you are sad. We don't want that to happen, guys. So as you can see, we marked our A point, we marked our B point. We have our trend line pushing towards the upside. We have everything. We have our A setup here, and we have our B setup right next to it in case things don't go well to how we actually planned it and forecasted. We're not trying to tell the future, by the way, guys. We're literally trying to react to what's happening inside the markets. That's one thing we need to remember. Like, let's just say people want to try and predict the weather. They're not always 100% right, but you can change how you view the weather. Once it starts raining, you can then go put on a jacket and then step outside, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense because it made sense to me. Anyways, guys, we have reached a nice 1 hour on the stream. All we can do now is wait. Talking time is finished. Gold, pay very, very, very close attention to, guys. And I hope you guys took a screenshot because I'll be upset if you didn't. Or you can just rewind the stream. Easy as that. But yes, my people, we're going to have to leave it at that for today. I've enjoyed this, but I know we've just been cooling, analyzing the market. This is so sad for me, guys. But on the other hand, I've got good news. We will be streaming next week, aka this coming week. We're going to be streaming Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And those are the best days in the markets. We've got NFP, we've got unemployment claims, we've got ISM services, news. So this is not a goodbye. It's actually not a goodbye. I will be seeing you guys in a couple of days. But in the meantime, I want to wish you guys happy trading. Trade safe. Don't full port nothing, please. Do not full port your house. Don't full port your account. Trade responsibly, guys. Make sure you leave some chips in your pocket so you can trade another day. Don't empty out all your chips in one day because of hype. Like, it's all fun and games when we joke about it, but seriously, don't do that. Like, yeah, don't do that. Or else unless your March is going to be stupid long. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you on the flip side. See you Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm out.
That's it, traders. So if you're ready to take your evaluation, you can go in the link in the description. You can start today. But if you're here just for the content, then make sure you like and subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on